In the shadowy depths of an ancient forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the moon rarely dared to peek through the thick canopy, there lay a darkness that chilled the bones of any who ventured too close. This forest, known as the Blackwood, was a place where legends of the supernatural had taken root and grown twisted with time. It was a place where few dared to tread, but for those who did, the horrors that awaited were beyond imagination. The tale I'm about to tell begins on a cold and moonless night, when the wind howled through the twisted branches like a chorus of lost souls. A small group of friends, daring and foolhardy in equal measure, had gathered around a campfire deep within the heart of the Blackwood. Their faces were pale, their eyes wide with fear, as they huddled together for warmth and reassurance. "Are you sure this is a good idea?" Sarah, a young woman with a penchant for adventure, asked nervously. Her words were laced with doubt, but she couldn't deny the thrill of the unknown that had drawn her here. Jake, the group's self-proclaimed leader, scoffed at her unease. "Come on, Sarah, don't be such a buzzkill. This place is supposed to be haunted, right? We came here for a scare, and that's exactly what we're going to get." The others nodded in reluctant agreement, though their forced bravado did little to mask their growing unease. The fire crackled and hissed, casting eerie shadows that danced along the gnarled tree trunks surrounding them. As the night wore on, the forest seemed to come alive with unseen horrors. Strange whispers echoed through the trees, and sinister laughter floated on the frigid breeze. The group tried to convince themselves that it was just their overactive imaginations, fueled by ghost stories and urban legends. But then, from the darkness, emerged a figure that none of them could deny. A tall, gaunt man with hollow eyes and a tattered cloak stepped into the flickering firelight. His presence sent shivers down their spines, and the air grew colder still. "Who are you?" Jake stammered, his bravado evaporating in an instant. The man spoke with a voice like gravel scraping against stone. "I am the guardian of the Blackwood, and you have trespassed into my domain." The group exchanged terrified glances, realizing too late the gravity of their foolishness. They had heard tales of the Guardian, a vengeful spirit who protected the forest from those who dared to defile it. "We didn't mean any harm," Sarah pleaded, her voice trembling. "We'll leave right now, we promise." But the Guardian's eyes gleamed with malevolent intent. "It is too late for apologies. The Blackwood demands retribution." With a flick of his bony fingers, the Guardian summoned a swirling vortex of shadows that enveloped the group. They screamed as they were pulled into the abyss, their voices echoing into nothingness. Hours passed, and the forest fell silent once more. The fire burned low, and the moon remained hidden behind heavy clouds. The Blackwood had reclaimed its secrets, and the intruders were never seen again. In the weeks that followed, whispers of the group's disappearance spread through nearby villages. Superstitions grew stronger, and the legend of the Blackwood's guardian became more terrifying with each telling. People began to avoid the forest altogether, and it became a place of dread and despair. But the forest hunger was not sated. It craved more souls to consume, and it would stop at nothing to get them. The guardian continued to roam the darkened woods, a spectral figure with a thirst for vengeance that could never be quenched. And so, the Blackwood remained a place of unspeakable terror, a dark heart that pulsed with malevolence. Those who dared to enter its depths did so at their own peril, for the forest held secrets that could drive a person to madness or drag them into the abyss of the unknown.